My name is Mr. McLean, and if you're watching this, chances are I'm your child's teacher. I'm very excited for the year ahead. I'm a recent graduate of Mount St. Vincent University and recipient of a Master's of Education in Curriculum Studies with a focus on educational technology. During that program, I learned a ton. I grew a lot as an educator, and I'm very excited to share my newfound expertise and passions with students to help them succeed as 21st century learners. During this video, I'm going to pull the curtain back on a model of instruction that is research-backed and is growing in popularity across North America. It's a combination of blended instruction with self-paced learning and mastery-based grading. Blended instruction basically means the combination of video instruction and live instruction, sometimes at the same time. Self-paced learning means that students will progress through the material as they understand it. And that understanding is going to be proved by what's called mastery-based grading. In order to move from Lesson 1 to Lesson 2, students must prove that they've mastered the skills taught in Lesson 1. And they won't progress before they can do that, or after they can do it. They'll progress at their own rate. So how is this going to look? Well, from my end, first what I'll do is break down an entire unit into its simplest components. These become the focus of mini lessons. The sum of all these mini lessons will make up the skills required in order to succeed in the final task. Using these ideas, I'll design checks for mastery along the way to make sure that students are getting all of the skills required. From there, I'll create practice materials, up to 3 different practice activities for each skill, with increasing complexity, the simplest of which will be absolutely required before progressing through the unit. Next, I'll create a set of guided notes. These notes are going to be interacted with during the video lesson, and it provides a trail of understanding. It also helps to build an essential skill of identifying key information and extracting that from the entire video. Using those same guided notes that go to the students, I record a 5-minute mini lesson where I interact with those notes as I'm giving the material and giving the lesson. That way students can follow along with me and generate their own personal notes. The entire unit is done like this, and I generate recommended pacing, which is often from a curriculum guide. That way, self-pacing is self-paced within a spectrum. There is a start date and an end date to the unit, and students are expected to get from the start to the end at a recommended pace. That pace may fluctuate as they go, but everyone is starting and ending at the same time. Students will then watch the videos with their notes, taking notes alongside me at first, and as the year progresses, they'll have a little more freedom as to what they actually extract and write down for themselves. Then they'll go into the practice tasks. They're going to try to attempt all of the practice tasks as long as they can remain on pace. And if they're struggling to keep up, then they'll maintain as much as they can while staying on pace. These practice tasks are designed to be collaborative and having students work together, laterally transferring knowledge and sharing what they know with their classmates. Once the practice tasks have been completed, students will attempt a mastery check on their own in class. The 2 results for these mastery checks could either be succeeding and moving on to the next lesson, or having a conference with me in order to revise their understanding, find where the miscommunication came from, and retry the mastery check. Students will move on when they get it, and they will get it. So what actually happens during class time? The first 10 minutes of a 1-hour block will be a check-in. Students must fill something out to give me an idea of where they're at currently in that moment. If they're ready to engage, not ready, if they need some kind of support, whatever it may be. They'll also use that 10 minutes to establish their goals for the block. What do they want to accomplish? How far do they think that they can get today? Then there will be a 40-minute period of learning, practicing, and progressing. The last 10 minutes will be updating everyone's progress and shouting out students who did an awesome job today. We'll build community by having students directly identify classmates that they thought worked really hard, made some progress. Maybe somebody who helped them personally. Class time for me looks pretty similar. During that 10 minutes, I'm very engaged with the group. During the 40 minutes of working, I will be conferring with students either one-on-one or in small group, as my presence is not needed for instruction anymore. That time I may also be spending reteaching for students who have come to a misunderstanding along the way. I'll be helping to guide students through the process of making use of the system. And I'll be offering opportunities for them to reflect on their own choices and skills and process along the way. What you can expect as a parent will be frequent progress updates from me via email. You can interact with those emails and reach out more directly, but you will receive progress updates. There will also be reduced impact from student absences. Absences happen all the time, and they're often way outside of our control. But this way, when a student gets back to class, they're picking up right where they left off and haven't missed a thing. You can also expect support for your child at every step of the way. I will be there with them. If you still have any questions, please explore my website, where I've added details about the model of instruction. I've added links, videos, and my own research analysis and proposal. If you don't find what you're looking for, head over to the Contact Me page and please reach out. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So thanks for watching. I look forward to all the learning that's coming this year. A bientôt.